There's a beautiful painting by Juan de Jesus where our Blessed Mother is being carried into heaven by angels, where she's lying on a burial shroud, and her eyes are closed peacefully, symbolizing her holy and graceful death. Flowers are laid upon her, symbolizing her aroma of holy goodness and sanctity, the fragrance that we're all called to give off as Christians. The church teaches firmly that it was after she finished her earthly pilgrimage that she entered into heavenly glory, not by her own power, but by her privileged place as the mother of the Son of God, who from her birth to her death was full of grace, a true example of virtue to all of the apostles and to all of the early Christians and to us this day as we reflect on her life. This great feast gives us a glimpse into our own call to heaven, and to always have that vision of eternal union with God in this life. This should be at the ground of all that we do as Christians, realizing we have been called to this lofty vision, not by our own power or good works, but by the gift of God's grace, which turned our body and soul toward the saving work of his Son, Jesus Christ. This should keep us humble in every act that we do, realizing in our heart and mind salvation is this gift received, and it is in treasuring it that leads to good, holy works. For in our Blessed Mother's life, we hear how she reflected upon all these things in her heart. She reflected upon the whole life of God's saving work in Christ in her heart. She treasured her Son, who was not of human origin, but took flesh through her in the radical reality of incarnation and shared our common lot to save us. It was in this way that the loving Mother of God was always intimately united with her divine Son and shared in his destiny. And we too, when we reflect upon all Christ has done and said and follow Christ in obedience, we too have a share and a stake in his destiny, which is heaven. That sweet hope that was instilled in us at our baptism. So may it never grow dim or be blown out, but be kept burning through a deep love of God and our neighbor.